Hey, Don Copeland here with the Compress UV printers, working today with our IUV 600S, little brother to our 1200S. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about UV decoration as opposed to other types of decoration that might be used. In the trophy and awards industry especially, you see a lot of decoration that's done on metals. Well, not really done on metals, it's done on the stuff that's on the metals itself. The process is called sublimation, all right? Which is a great process, been around for years. I've been in the industry 27 years. We've been sublimating about that period of time. It's gotten better as we come along, higher color. However, it's just a dyeing process, all right? So you're not going to be able to print on dark metals. You're not going to be able to print white. There are a lot of things you can't do when you're only adding color to something without putting a white underbase to it. The other side to it is it allows you to be a lot more flexible in the metals you can use, because you can go get an off-the-shelf metal now, and there are treatments. We sell our own custom primers that you can put on just about any metal and get great adhesion to it. Whereas if you're dealing with it in the trophy industry, you're literally going to have to go buy metals that are sublimation ready. Big difference. You got to make sure you have those in stock. You have to, and the cost of them, it goes through the ceiling. So it's a big difference here when you print directly to it. We're going to print this mock-up of a boat control panel. Going to have some nice dark black on it. Going to have white ink highlighting a logo, and it's also going to have some cutouts which are literally just going to allow us to see the brushed aluminum, or if it was brass, or if whatever it was, be able to see those right through the design. So thanks for checking this out today. Let's do some printing. Alrighty now, we got the printer running. For those of you who haven't been exposed to UV, or you're kind of wondering what this kind of like this disco light that's going back and forth. Actually what that is, that's actually the UV lights. The Compress UV printers have dual water-cooled UV LED lights that actually are curing that ink as it comes out of the printer. And what you can see right now real quickly there, that white ink is completely dry to the touch right now. That's what those lights are that's flashing back and forth. And by the way, we're printing white, guys. You know, any other type of decoration method that's digital that you try to use on metal is not going to have white. Huge benefit being able to put full-blown color on any type of metal. All right, looks like our print's done, and wow, this is exciting. As you can see right in these areas, you can actually see the brushed aluminum. Here we have a nice solid black coating, and in this area here we've actually printed white ink in full color so that the logo pops out on this. This is amazing, something you would never do if you were going to be doing any type of sublimation. Secondarily now, let's look at the other side of this. If I was doing prototype work on this thing is completely printed out, and I already have my targets to drill the holes out. Right here, not any ink to worry about chipping or anything like that while we're drilling away. It's just a great application of using a UV printer to generate custom work, high quality, prototype work, replacement work, one-offs for customers. But secondarily, if I wanted to position any of these right on this bed, I could actually print 8 of these up at a time. So if I had a manufacturer that maybe only needed a dozen, 2 dozen of these at a time, you'd be able to knock these out in just 2 passes through the machine if you had a dozen or so of these that needed to be done. Okay, let's do a quick recap here. If you're trophies and awards or in any type of decoration industry and you're working with sublimation, why UV? Number 1, I'm printing white. Number 2, it's just a standard off-the-shelf brushed aluminum. I did put a treatment on it, but I didn't have to buy a specially pre-treated aluminum from a company that specializes in pre-treatments for sublimation. Number 3, really, really rich black. Sublimation doesn't always give you really a rich black. And number 4, the detail we're able to hold on this, not having any blurring. Very difficult to get that level of detail, especially in those knockouts where we left the letters showing through to the aluminum. So that would look to me like 1, 2, 3 strikes, sublimation is out.